Hi guys, what's up? It's Maya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video of me answering any questions you guys have about my first semester here at Virginia Tech. Today is Tuesday, December 17th. All of my stuff is right next to me, packed up and ready to go home for winter break. Today I'm taking my last final exam and right after that I'm leaving. It's so weird. It really is weird. Last night I spent the entire night packing. There's been so much that has happened this semester. I felt like it would be a really good idea to go on Instagram and ask you guys to ask me any questions you guys had. If you guys do want to follow me, my Instagram is always in the description box. I also know a ton of you guys just got accepted to Virginia Tech, your class of 24, and that is so crazy to me because I remember exactly like when I was in your position. To know exactly where you're going for the next 4 years is so exciting. So many of you guys have DM'd me and told me you guys are coming here next year, and I'm so excited for you guys, and hopefully I get to meet you guys in the future. Literally so many of them. How would you compare high school to college and community college to VT? High school is so different. It's just completely different, guys. You're going to classes for 7 hours a day. I feel like it's also just pointless stuff at that point when you're that far in high school. I think the one thing to take seriously in high school would be your AP classes, because I know you say, oh, whatever, I'll just take the classes in college, but it will be so much easier to just take them and get the credit in high school or at your community college rather than doing them here at a university. The opportunity is amazing to do it here, but the classes will be a lot harder and your GPA might not be as good as it would be in high school, so just take that into account. I know some people who came here from high school with like 40 credits from AP classes. That technically means they're a sophomore already, which is insane to me. I only came into Virginia Tech with 12 credits, I believe. The more the better, because you're on track, and especially for me because I am an undecided major, I have credits behind my back to give me a little bit of leverage room and just like breathing room to think of really about what I want to major in. Unless you really work at it, don't expect to have all A's in college because it's just not gonna happen unless you're like insanely smart. I don't know, but like for an average student, I would not expect that. Me personally, I had a 3.8 average in high school, and that definitely is not my GPA here in college right now. How has eating been on campus? A lot of people are saying, what's the best dining hall? Eating's been pretty easy here. The only thing about it that sucks is that the dining halls are spread apart pretty far. If it's cold outside, raining or snowing or whatever the deal is, and you don't feel like walking, you're pretty much gonna go to the same dining hall that you go to every single day, which is the closest one to you. So you're probably gonna get tired of it quicker. My recommendations are Grubhub, because that'll make it quicker. All the dining halls are like completely different. I mean, Virginia Tech is known for having some of the best dining in the United States. My favorite dining hall would probably, I wanna say Weston or Turner. I'm really liking Turner recently. Adjusting to college life. So for me, it was really easy to adjust to it just because I was used to being away from home for so long, because I did live in Panama for 5 months away from my parents. It makes it really easy, especially coming in with friends. The only person I was like acquaintances with was Lily, which was my roommate, but we became really close really quickly, and all of the girls on my hall, we were just really lucky to like love all of them, and all of them are amazing. It's not the same case with everyone. I know multiple people that it didn't work out with their roommates, or they will not be rooming with them in the future. Me and Lily are gonna live together next year. We're so excited. We've already signed a lease at an apartment with like some other girls, and I'm so excited for it. You really just have to reach out, be yourself. Don't try and be someone you're not. Do you plan on rushing a sorority? Yes, I do. Virginia Tech rushes here in January, so I will be coming back from winter break a week earlier than everyone, and all the girls that are deciding to rush then will be doing it. I'm kind of scared. I'm really scared. I'm kind of bummed about coming back a week early because my break will be cut shorter than like a lot of people, but I know like so many of my friends, pretty much everyone in the hall is rushing, so we'll all be here together. That's gonna be a really crazy week because I don't think we're allowed to have our phones. It's gonna be all day, every day. Very tiring, lots of pressure. I'm excited though. I hope I find a sorority that I fit well with. Did I take the ACT or SAT, and is college harder than high school? College is definitely harder than high school, but if you manage your time well and you really study for the classes that you need to, time management, then it'll definitely be just as easy. For me personally right now, I'm handling it pretty well, but I also am not taking hard major classes yet, so it could change next semester when I am taking classes towards my major. And I only took the SAT and I got an 1130 with a super score, so. What are the best dorm buildings? I want to answer this question, but I don't want to say where I'm living right now. I definitely will be announcing that in the future when I'm moving out. I actually really recommend the dorm that I'm in. I've heard xoxo is really nice. It's brand new. I've never been in there though. I know Emma Top lived in that one, and she has a room tour of that one, so if you guys do want to see what xoxo looks like, she has one. Pritchard, it's not a nice dorm, but it's known as the social dorm here on campus and like the party dorm. So if that's what you guys are into, a lot of people I know from my hometown are in Pritchard. I know some people that hate it and I know some people that love it. So it's really up to you. It's not the nicest dorm. I think a little bit smaller than my room and it's not like as nice. I mean, I guess has its ups and downs depending on if you just care about like social life and stuff like that. Then there's also like the suites. The suites I heard are really nice and that's what I was supposed to be in at first, like PY. I personally am glad that I didn't end up working out to be in a suite because I don't think I would have met any of the girls that I have now. And suites are very exclusive. You kind of only really meet the girls that are in your suite because it's like blocked off from everyone else. When you're in a traditional dorm style hall, you are able to keep your door open and anyone who lives in the building can just walk up and down. Like if you live in a suite, someone has to come into your suite and go to your rooms. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's easier to make friends in a traditional dorm style hall. So that's what I would recommend. But unless you really want to do a suite, then go for it. I know they're very high demand at first because everyone's like, oh my God, I want to have like 10 roommates. But like it's more practical to just get a ton of your friends or whatever to live in the same traditional dorm style hall. That's what pretty much we did. My friend Julie said, what is your best memory with me? Definitely probably the party. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Love you, Julie. Am I involved in any clubs? Unfortunately, I'm not yet, and I really should be. Definitely next semester or next year, I am planning on joining the Victoria's Secret Pink campus rep, just because I'm already so involved with Victoria's Secret now. I work with them on Instagram and YouTube pretty much. So I'm like, why not join the campus rep? I feel like that would be so fun and a good way to meet girls. So I'm planning on doing that. I might join like a vegan club. I just heard about that recently, so I'm like, I might as well do it. I really want to get myself more involved. And of course, I plan on rushing. That's something I need to work on, is getting myself more involved, because there's hundreds of clubs here on campus and you take advantage of that. I know tech over-accepted last year, so does it feel overcrowded? To me, no, not really. I mean, the dining halls are busy at lunchtime or dinner time, whatever, but honestly, like, it dies off pretty quickly, and like, it does not feel like they over-accepted because tech is already such a big school. So what is like an extra 1,000 students gonna make it? Like, are you really gonna know the difference between 30,000 students and 31,000 students? Not really. I don't know what it was like before. I only know what it is now, so. But they are building a brand new dorm here on campus, so I'm really excited about that because that dorm looks like it's gonna be huge and so nice. If you guys are gonna be here next year and you have the chance to live in that dorm, I feel like it's an amazing location and it's brand new. So I feel like that might be a good way to go, but we'll see. I don't know when that dorm is gonna be finished. Does it meet your expectations both academically and socially? Yes. It really wasn't shocking. I really overhyped it in my head, saying it was gonna be so hard and so much work, but really if you balance it out academically, you'll be okay. But socially, it is so much better than what I thought it was gonna be. It's so different than high school. College is like a whole different ball game. You are at a school with like thousands of kids. Everyone is just here to have fun and be friends with each other. Obviously, not everyone can be friends with everyone, so like we all have our own little separate friend groups just because there's so many people here. Back in high school, everyone knew everyone from like growing up, so obviously there was that popularity kind of competition in high school, but here in college everyone is equal. You had your time to shine in high school, but like in college you kind of have a reality check and you know you're not like the top anymore. And honestly, to the people that are in college now and that still worry about that stuff, I'm so sorry to you. I feel like it's just like time to get over yourself. It really has shown in some people. Once you get to college, you are such like little fish in a big pond that you kind of, I feel like, give up on that whole like, oh, I can only be friends with this person and this person kind of deal. To girls that I went to the same high school with and I really wasn't like friends with, I'll see them here around college now and I'm just like, hey, it's like we're all here, we're all doing the same thing. Necessities to bring with you to college. I'm gonna make an entire video at the end of the year about what freshmen should know before coming to college, what's necessary and what's not necessary, so look out for that. But I still am a freshman myself. I want to wait until I'm done with my freshman year to be set on all of that. Which freshman dorm is the most fun to live in and which one do you live in? See, it's different. It really is. I personally think the one that I live in is the best one, but everyone says that Pritchard is the best. I've been in Pritchard once before and I'm just like, eh. I actually did want to live in Pritchard at first. That dorm is so hard to get. When you do get to choose your dorm, it goes so fast. Like everyone wants to live in Pritchard. It's just like the social dorm here, I guess. It's known as the party dorm, literally a party dorm. But I mean, I feel like the dorm that I live in is kind of like that too. I feel like maybe it's just the girls this year that live in it. It really just depends on the group of people, but like all the hardcore party people will be in Pritchard. You can make other dorms the party dorms too. High school friends and partying. A lot of questions on this. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, the friends that I have in high school are the friends that I'm gonna be friends with forever. And that can be the case in like some situations, but I would not rely fully on that. And I remember my older sister, Kira, she's graduated from James Madison University. She's 30, went to the same high school as me and everything. And she told me, do not expect to be friends with any of the people you are friends with in high school besides maybe one or two of them. And I never believed that. I was like, no, like the friends I have now are gonna be the ones that I have for the rest of my life. It is crazy how much that's changed, how true that is. I really am only friends with like one or two of the people I met in high school. That's not including Katie and Lily. Lily, I never even thought I would be as close with her as I am now, so I'm super grateful for that. And then Katie is the other person I became really close with. We were always like acquaintances. Like I'd always go to like her birthday parties, but like we were never like super close until college. We now hang out all the time. Katie and Lily are the only two girls from my high school that I hang out with here in college. There's so many opportunities to meet other people from other schools and all over the country. Like why would you just stick to the people in high school? How many essays did you have to write when you applied to tech? I think it changes every year. When my brother applied to tech, I'm pretty sure he got to pick out of 3 different prompts and write one big essay. For me, my application was a year after his. It was 4 or 5 different questions and you had 120 words to answer it. So it was pretty much like 5 short answers. They were pretty tricky, but you really have to be creative. But maybe I can do a video on reading my college application essays and make a video out of that if you guys are interested. How did you pick your roommate? Tips for picking a good roommate. As soon as you get accepted into the college, I recommend joining the Facebook pages. So I joined the Virginia Tech Facebook page of 2023. Post 5-10 photos of yourself and your friends, and you're gonna write what you plan on majoring in, what clubs you wanna join, if you wanna rush, what you're looking forward to at Virginia Tech. You scroll through it until you see a girl that you think you could like room with, and you all follow each other on Instagram. You're gonna have tons of DMs from all these girls, and you're gonna get them all mixed up, and it's gonna be one big cluster, and it's gonna be a lot of small talk. It's gonna be repetitive. What are some classes you suggest taking? If you're looking for easy classes, I took World Regions. It's an online class. This professor, he has a personality. You're gonna get kind of annoyed with him after a while, but it's a very interesting class. I finished it like 5 weeks earlier because it's based on point system. So as long as you get all the points that you need, you're done with the class after you hit like 1,200 points or whatever it is. If you look up online top 10 easy classes to take at Virginia Tech, a list will come up of like all the very easy classes. And I also recommend when you're choosing your classes to look at Rate My Professor, because you can look up all the professors and see which ones are the good ones and which ones are hard to stay away from. How do you find out about parties or get invited to them? So there's 2 separate things. There's date parties or like private social functions, and there's also regular frat parties that like anyone can go to. Fraternities will hold all of the parties or date functions. It really is important. I hate to say this, but when you're coming into college, it kind of is important to have ties to people that know people, because that's how you're gonna figure out like the addresses and where to go, what the themes are, what time to show up, like all of this stuff. And date parties, that's totally separate. That is exclusive. You have to be invited by like a guy or a girl, and that's more like it's a private function kind of thing. When you get into a sorority, you have so many more functions to go to. You really find out quickly once you're at Tech the fraternities that you like and the ones that you don't like. But there are some frats that are list only, and like if you're not on the list and you don't know like a frat brother, it's gonna be hard to get on the list. But there are some other frats that say they have a list. You can easily slip in, and then there's some frats that like literally have no list at all and you just walk in. I mean, it really just depends. You'll find that out really quickly. Every freshman is gonna go through it. How often do you go out on an average week? A lot of fraternities will have not like a schedule, but like nights that they like to have their parties. Thursday nights are always so fun. Wednesdays, a certain frat that I know of does like wine Wednesdays, but I think I've been to that one like once, and it was in the beginning of the year and I haven't been back. So I wouldn't say it's every night. It depends on like if we have school that day or what the deal is. I think Thursdays and Saturdays are like the most fun. And then of course during like the fall semester, like game day, Center Street is so much fun. The first week of school, like syllabus week, there's parties every single night, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, it just really depends on like the week. And like finals week, absolutely nothing going on at all, no matter what day it is, because people are just like studying all the time. How to make a manageable class schedule and the class selection process at Virginia Tech. For all freshmen, when you come to orientation, they will choose your schedule, like randomly choose your schedule for you. It's like a generator. And then when you get to orientation, you get to see that schedule. And if you want to make any changes to it, you're allowed to. If you're like, oh, I don't want to take this class, or like I want to move the time. Classes do fill up really quickly. It's very confusing at first, but first semester, it's going to kind of suck just because, I mean, you can get a really good schedule, but a lot of it is going to be like auto-generated. Once you get into second semester, you get to really choose your schedule. You'll understand the process a lot better, so you'll get to pick like all the classes you want. Do Do you get into the home football games for free? I believe the tickets were $140 maybe, or $110 for a season pass for football games. Our tickets are not free. I know some schools are. That averages out to about $14 a game, but I do suggest getting them because they're so much fun. Fast forward 24 hours and I am home in Virginia Beach for winter break. I wanted to finish this video for you guys because I never finished it and I'm so sorry. So somebody asked me if I decided on a major yet. I am decided, but I'm not. The major that I am leaning towards is DMS marketing, digital media strategy marketing. I'm excited for it. I have a lot of friends in marketing right now and they are saying it's pretty difficult. I'm gonna assume that for pretty much like any major you're gonna take at Virginia Tech. I feel like they're all gonna be pretty difficult. But I'm excited. I feel like this is like the only major that like really fits what I want to do. In a way, I'm leaning towards that. This next semester, I'm taking all classes that are going towards my marketing major. The reason I am saying I'm not declared yet is because I can't switch into the College of Business until August of next year. I have to have all of the freshman credits over with. So even if I'm still not done with like business calc or anything by that time, I'm still not allowed to transfer into the college until I have those credits. So that's a little bit frustrating because I'm taking all these classes for marketing, but I'm still considered an undecided major. How does it feel to be free? Literally the best feeling in the world. I'm just an independent person overall. I really am. Not hate, but like I think it really gets on their nerves how independent I am because I just don't really ask them for much and I kind of just do things on my own all the time. Being away at college, like having your own place to live, like going to get food on your own, like not having to worry about anyone else, doing things on your own time. It was so amazing to me and like I love it. It still is like weird when like my mom texts me and she's like, hey, so where are you right now? And I'm like, I'm in my room, like chill. I have not left the house yet. It is different being away at college, having so much independence and your parents not knowing what you're doing 24/7. So that is all of the questions I'm going to be answering today. I really hope you guys enjoyed and I hope I answered your questions on what you had about Virginia Tech. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias if you guys haven't already. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.